Jess, you okay? You recovered?
I think I'm recovered. I'm not shaking anymore. Yeah, I'm good. I'm really good. And I'm actually really interested in this next topic, the real ID. I have so many questions.
Yeah, well, Loni is here with a list of things we all really need to know about the real ID. And Loni, this is going to affect all of us in California, right?
It really is. If you live in California, you have a driver's license, you're going to want to know about the real ID. It's a real thing. There's been rumors, there's been talk about it, but it's almost here. So. First thing, if you want to continue to use your California driver's license or ID card to be able to get through TSA when you're flying domestically, or if you need to go into secure federal facilities like federal courthouses or military bases, you are going to need to get a real ID. As of October 1st, 2020.
Next year, you still have a year. I thought it was this year and we're traveling.
Yeah, there's always rumors that it's here now. You have a year, but you need to get on it now. So don't wait just because it's a year away. So the things you're going to need to have to be able to get a real ID are three things. One, proof of identity. Two, proof of social security number. And three, proof of residency. So for your identity, that's like your U.S. passport, your birth certificate, a certificate of citizenship or naturalization, a permanent resident card. Some foreign passports will work, but that needs to be either the original or a certified copy, and you need just one to prove that.
So it's essentially like getting another passport is what it is.
You need all of these documents. So the second one is your social security number, so you can use your social security card, or you can use a W-2 form, a pay stub, something like that. And then the last one is proof of residency. So we're talking about utility bills for your location, or your lease agreement, or the deed to your house, or a car registration, something that's going to show that you live there and that you receive mail there. And if all of those things are in someone else's name because you're living with your parents or with your kids, or they're in your spouse's name, you can still use those bills. You're going to have to prove the relationship to that.
Okay, so I actually went on the website yesterday because I thought it was October of this year, and I couldn't find anywhere to apply for it. Please tell me I don't have to go to the DMV.
No, you've got to go to the DMV. I went through this process this year, and you better have your stuff, because I had one proof of residency, and they sent me a letter saying that that wasn't enough, and that I had to sign the letter back to have that second form, and if not, they were going to suspend my license.
Okay, so you got to get it. This is a really important point. So when they first started doing the California Real IDs, it was only required to have one of each of those things. But now Homeland Security changed the requirements already, so you have to have two proofs of your residency. So that's what happened to you. Even though you were on the ball, Danny, and got it done, you're still having to redo it, essentially.
Did you have to go back?
No, I just had to mail back the letter and my license, because I walked out with the license, but then they changed it afterward.
So I'm going to make an appointment now for maybe 6 months from now.
No, and that's the thing. So you have to go in person. Don't wait and think you can do this online. So make the appointment. You can actually fill out the application online, and then make sure you have those documents, and there's going to be 4 of them. You have them in order, ready to go. You can go to the DMV website and get a list of all the things that you can get to prove those things. But if it asks for a certified copy of the original, make sure you have those, because you do not want to have to go back again.
Oh my goodness, so many things. It's good. Then you won't have to travel with a passport. At least you can just travel with that starting next year.
Right. So then there's some things that people worry about, and that is like, can I still go to the post office? Can I still use public ground transportation? Can I still go into a hospital without a real ID? You can. You can still get your VA benefits, your Social Security benefits. You don't need a real ID for that. You just need the real ID to be able to travel domestically or go into those secured federal facilities, or if you have a U.S. passport or a U.S. military ID, you can use that instead.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Loni.
Thank you so much, Loni. Really useful information. You can see all of Loni's legal lists on our website, which is NBCCAlive.com.